All right, y'all. All right, this will be the last one for the day. Deleted a whole bunch out of my political folder because I was like weeks behind, and the particular subject was relevant only at the time. So, but I was turned on to Better Bachelor by I think Polar Bear. And this video is the one that caught my attention. Oh my god. Women keep asking, where have all the good men gone? Well, and I think that's one of the reasons why Better by Polar Bear had said to check out Better Bachelor. All the good men, I've been saying this in my videos for a while now. The good men have gone. You know where they've gone? They've gone away. They've gone away. We've gone away because we're tired of the bullshit. We are sick of all the lies and the deceit, and just like women don't want men to lie and all this other crap, men have now been turned on to the games. Now we've known, or at least smart men have known about the games that women play for a very long time. But now that men are talking more, things are coming out and things are coming to the open and into the surface and everything else. Men, it's spreading out as far as other men going, well, fuck, man, I didn't know that. Good thing you printed that. Good thing you posted that. Good thing you made that video. I didn't know about that shit. A lot of men, even amongst their friends, I've seen it amongst my friends. Dude, I didn't know you went through that with your ex. It's like, oh man, so hey, I'm not the only one who went through this bullshit because men didn't talk before. Now men are talking. Now that men are talking and men have opened their eyes, men are just like, you know what? Nah, we're done. We're fucking done with the bullshit that y'all do. That's where all the men have gone. We've just gone away.
Guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. This is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. Tonight, we're going to talk about where have all the good men gone. Now, I guess you could say probably every one of my videos in some way or another tells you where all the good guys have gone. They've kind of had enough.
Yep.
And I came across this. I'm going to start recording here quickly, and then we're going to talk about all this stuff. But I came across this interesting statistic. It's about female scholarships. And I scrolled down through here, and there are, I wrote it down, I counted.
I could speed through it, but there are a ton. As I said in one of my previous videos, affirmative action and all this stuff doesn't need to exist anymore. That stuff, all these things that were put in place for blacks and Hispanics and women and all this other stuff, those were all during the time to equalize things. We're talking what, 2-3 generations ago? We are now in 2020. We don't need affirmative action or any of this bullshit anymore. Women getting all these fucking scholarships because, women, quotas for women getting jobs, quotas for minorities getting a job. None of that shit needs to exist anymore. Who is doing it? There are laws set in place for racism and sexism and, people not getting jobs based on gender, and there's already laws set in place for this stuff. So to have all of these 20 million, I mean, I'm exaggerating, hundreds of fucking scholarships for fucking women, lots of scholarships for minorities, and just like a handful of scholarships for men or boys. All of that now, as I said, y'all want equality? Then we're making it equal across the board now. That needs to happen. Because none of you, especially the people younger than me, I was on the tail end of possibly still needing, affirmative action kind of stuff, because I still lived at the tail end of when racism and shit could be in your face still. So these scholarships and all this other shit, none of this shit needs to exist anymore. We don't need any of this anymore. Women don't need help anymore. Minorities don't need help anymore. So affirmative action and all that shit needs to fucking go away.
And women, I have the graphic. I saved it on my computer, but I'll flip it up here. I don't have it in front of me, but I'll pop it up here so you can see. And this is, I found something that was 3 or 4 years old, which is about the closest I could find about the graduation rates from college. And so we can see here that women are graduating, and this is all degrees, not just higher education. This includes 2 year degrees for bachelor, doctorate, PhD, so on and so forth. We can see the women are outscaling the men by a grand scale as far as graduation.
Well, yeah, probably why is because women are getting all these fucking scholarships and shit, and men are getting screwed over. That's probably why.
And like we've talked about before, and like I have in my other videos, women will not date someone who they feel is not as educated nor makes more money than they do. So as they graduate at a higher rate, well, there you have it. Then we can talk about all the actions on social media, and of course how crazy they're acting, which is turning off a lot of guys. But I have an article here.
As I have said, men are just finally done with the bullshit. Men are sick of the bullshit, and so now women are like, where all the guys going? Where all the men? Because men are tired of your bullshit. Men are sick of it. Y'all want to make the choices that you made? Well, live with those choices. You're living alone. You're being alone. You're spending your life alone. Or you got the ones that turn gay, lesbian, whatever, and end up in a worse relationship than they would have been in a straight relationship. But, oh, as I said, I've seen the abuse personally. Girls I've personally dated that ended up in a lesbian fucking relationship years after dating me because of whatever other dumbass guy that they dated. And the lesbian relationship they're in is publicly abusive. And people just sit around and just let it happen. You wouldn't just let it happen if it were a guy smacking his girl around, but everybody just turns a fucking blind eye when it's a lesbian beating the shit out of her girlfriend. It's just double standards. This shit is just, and as I said, men are just, we're done. Fucking done.
Written by a gentleman, Aaron, I guess, Eden Lewis. And this kind of summed a lot of it up really well. It's been viewed 500,000 times, and it's been liked and so on and so forth. So we're going to read through this. And we're going to talk a little bit more about it. It says, where have all the good men gone? The dating reality for women seeking the one. He says, I'll tell you where all the good men have gone. Overwhelmingly, this question is posed by women, discussed by women, and answered by women. But I can tell you where all the good men have gone. Search the words, where have all the good men gone?
You know what's funny? That's real interesting. All these topics are discussed by women, but you're not bothering to ask the men. You're not bothering to ask us.
And dozens of anecdotes, articles, blogs, and books will appear on your screen. Overwhelmingly, this question is posed by women, discussed by women, and answered by women. This, ironically, is an essential reason for the so-called man deserts. Men are simply not being asked to contribute their opinions and perspectives, and all the good men themselves are increasingly less likely to offer their point of view for many reasons. I do not seek nor apportion blame here on either side, but simply to address the question from the seldom heard voice that is the object of the question itself: good men. The last 100 years of suffragettes, feminists, and political correctness have challenged and continue to challenge thousands of years of the patriarchy, and rightly so. Consequently, the roles of both men and women have been transformed and redefined. While we struggle to adjust the while we struggle to adjust to the new and still evolving status quo, the war of the sexes has taken millions of casualties. In Western culture, divorce rates for first marriages range from 42% in the UK to 53% in the US to a staggering 71% in Belgium. Subsequent marriages fare even worse. And as we've talked about before, guys, we know that in some cases, some studies suggest it's 60%. Others suggest it's as high as 90% of women initiating the divorce. The 90% statistic is in higher educated women, where when they get a promotion, when they get a more advanced degree, and they start outperforming their partner, they leave 90% of the time.
But that's funny because y'all would get women rake us across the coals if we were to do something like that. Waiting to Exhale, where the husband ended up leaving and everything. Oh, yeah, he was the evil one for fucking doing that shit. What is it? One of the Medea, one of the Tyler Perry movies where the husband fucking did that shit. Oh, he was the evil one for doing that. But here you have statistically, women are doing that like crazy. So it's okay for women to do that shit. But I do not like double standards. I cannot stand double standards. And this is just, but then you get out. Here's the thing, women, when you get out there and you're trying to find the one because you left the person that you were with because you think you could find somebody better. All of those women that I know who have done that, who have been in that situation, they're all single. And I don't mean single and happy. No. I mean, they are single and putting on a face. I know because I'm friends with them. So who the fuck do you think they cry to? They cry to me. They come to me. It's like, oh man, why can't I find anybody? Why can't I find anybody? I used to keep quiet about that stuff. I used to be, that guy, even though as blunt as I am, because these were friends, I was not as blunt or I wasn't blunt at all. I just I don't know. I don't know. But as of like 2 years ago, I was like, fuck this shit. I'm going to start saying what the truth is because of this. This is the reason why you're fucking single. This is because you realize your gay friends would fucking tell you that. So why can't the straight guy do that? Why can't the straight guy fucking say that shit? Girl, this is the reason why you're fucking single. You have too many animals. This is the reason why you're single. You have this. These are the fucking reasons. But then when I tell them the reasons, now mind you, I say, look, I didn't want to tell you the reason why because I don't want to upset you. I don't want to hurt your feelings. No, I want to hear this. And then I tell them all of a sudden, now they're mad at me. You told me to tell you. Well, fuck them and blah, blah, blah. Who are you saying fuck them to? The invisible guys that aren't dating you? No. See, when people have said to me personally, Mark, because of the way that you are and your personality that you have and everything, you're just going to end up single. No, you're going to end up alone. You're going to always be alone. And that's when I've even put on my Facebook, let me explain something to you. Being single by choice is not the same thing as being alone. Because I'm happy. I am definitely happy if being single. I'm definitely happy if I'm in that predicament. Definitely, I'm happy because I'm happy with myself. Well, not necessarily because all this poking and prodding and fucking surgeries and everything else, the kidney disease and all that shit. So yes, not exactly happy about all that stuff, but happy about the life that I have led and everything. And I'm going through all the surgeries and bullshit to get better and hopefully will get better. Then yes, I'm being very positive about that and being happy in my life with that. But as far as, and a lot of my friends are starting to understand this too. It's like, hey, I'm good. I'm good with being single and everything. I can go hang out with it because as far as going out on dates, there are plenty of dates. There's plenty of dating options. So it's like I'm single. It's like when this conversation came up at the time, it was like I am, it's like I'm single, but I'm not alone. I was like, y'all need to understand that. And a lot of my male friends were also understanding when I posted it. They were like, Mark, you know what? You're fucking right. You're absolutely right. Because I had a lot of my male friends that would post about being upset about, man, why can't I find, I'm a good guy. Why can't I find? It's like, but are you having at least dating options? Are you still going to the movies? Are you still having movie night, Netflix and chill, or whatever the fuck that's supposed to be or whatever? Well, yeah. Okay, so you're just upset about not finding the one kind of thing. Well, if you're happy with yourself in that process, you're not exactly worried about finding the one because you're still going out on dates. You're still having good interaction. You're still hanging with your friends. Are you still having sex? Yes. Well, then what are you bitching about? It's like, your heart. Well, take care of your heart yourself. Add that little addition. If you end up in a relationship, add that little addition. But if that addition isn't there, you still have that rest of your whole heart for you to still be happy. So it, again, so women could do all the dumping and everything else if they outperform their man. But if a man were to do that, outperforming his woman to get a better option out there to upgrade, he's an asshole. He's a jerk. All the evil things that women will say about a guy doing that shit. But the numbers are staggering. That when I got my divorce, the judge himself, because I've said this in numerous videos, there was a guy before me who the wife had left him. And he was a good man, good provider. The kids were already grown. Same with my situation. Kids were already grown, good husband, good provider, just a good man. But the wife left thinking that she would upgrade and shit, because it was the same story. I gave the same story he did. The judge was like, what the fuck is going on? You women, he was pissed. He was like, women complain they can't find a good man. And I got two good men right here in my court that the women left, basically from what it sounds like, thinking that they're just going to get an upgrade. I got three friends. Yep, three friends who went through the same thing of their women either wanting to leave or did leave thinking that the grass was greener, found out that found out that the guy didn't even actually want her. He just wanted to sleep with her. So she stayed. And my dumbass friend kept her. Fuck that shit. I would have been like, no, you wanted to go? Well, then go. Second one, she didn't leave, but she cheated. And he kept her around, which I don't understand why he did that. The last one, she did leave, thinking the grass was greener. As a matter of fact, they were like a few blocks living from me at his house in his parents' house in the garage. Who left my friend who was busting his ass to provide a home and everything. Ended up living at another dude's house, living in his parents' house, not his house. Gotta keep saying that. Living in his parents' house in their garage. And from what I found out from my boy, she's been trying to come back. I made a mistake. How stupid was I? Oh my God, I made a mistake. I want you back. And I was like, you didn't take her back, did you? He was like, fuck no. But here are all my ex-wife found out she's out there smoking, basically being the slut that she was when I met her at the club. But the guy that she left for, this fucking musclehead fucking army guy, he was a fucking dumbass, complete musclehead, total fucking retard. Just all he cared about was going to go gym, lift weight, go gym, lift weight. That's what he was. Total fucking retard. She left for that dumbass and he ended up dumping her. Because all he wanted to do was fuck her. But I knew him. He was a friend. He was acquaintance. He was kind of like, I can't say a coworker because my company DJ'd and did the karaoke at the bar that he worked the door. So I knew him. He was a friend. Would come over, hang out with us and everything. Girls crying about him to me. But this is the dumbass that the wife left for, was a total fucking musclehead retard and a womanizer, and he ended up dumping her anyway. We all could have seen that. Obviously, she didn't. I'm just trying to understand, what is this shit that women think that they're going to find something better and obviously don't find something better, but bitch that And I don't even know what they're bitching about. It's like you left, so you can't bitch to the person you left. Well, that's not true because they do. They actually do contact because I get phone calls, text messages. Jesus Christ, an ex-girlfriend I haven't even talked to. Well, kind of talked to her maybe a few years ago, but even before that, I hadn't talked to her since 1992. 92 contacting me. Hey, if you want to, if you end up on the East Coast and you want to come visit, and it's like, what the fuck? Ex-girlfriend with like 5 kids. The kids are grown, but 5 kids, whole bunch of grandkids, extremely obese. It's like, oh, why are you contacting me now? Oh, I realized I made a mistake. I shouldn't have. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I see some of their Facebook pages. The person that they left for, the most recent ex who left to go back to her soulmate because he needed her. He got into a car accident, almost died, and he needs me. And she ended up dumping his useless piece of shit ass anyway, because, yeah, we know. She ended up dumping him anyway because he's nothing but an alcoholic, abusive guy. That's all he is. That's all he's ever been. We all know the guy. So I have wanted to message her so bad. What happened to your soulmate? Huh? Why are you posting that? Why am I alone? Why can't I find the one? She's literally posting what this article is saying. Why can't I find somebody to be with me? Why can't I? Yeah, what is it? Why can't I find a good man, to be with me? And everybody's like, "Oh, poor baby, we're sorry. You'll find him someday." And I have wanted, because I could have posted. She didn't have me blocked. I could have posted, "Oh, what happened to the soulmate that you left the good man for? What happened to the soulmate? What that he was that you? I realized I need him, and I'm going to be with him for the rest of my life." Obviously not. He actually posted to her. Apparently, they're still friends. And I'm like, so you really think that a guy that you're going to hook up with is going to be with you in a relationship, not dating, in a relationship with you while you're friends with your soulmate that you can obviously just leave for? Oh my God, just some women are really fucking stupid. It's like, you really think a guy's going to want to put up with that? A guy's going to be like, no, you're going to cut ties with that fucker. No, he's my friend. No, he ain't your friend. He's your soulmate. So why the fuck? As I said, I want to text her so bad, message her or post on that post so bad. What happened? But anyway, guys, so he posted, "I'll always be there for you." And I'm like, well, obviously not in a relationship status because she dumped you yet again. Like she has the last 10 times over the last fucking 15 or so years that they've been back and forth, back and forth. Actually, oh yeah, more than 10 times, because we joke about that. We have joked about that. Me and all of her ex-friends are all like, dude, how many have we lost count? How many times she's taken him back, dumped him, taken him back, dumped. We've lost count, you know? But I'm sitting here going, you know what that says to me? What he posted is, I'm always going to be there to fuck you. And the fact that she didn't even get that, it just, oh my God, why are women so fucking stupid? Why? Just, anyway, let's get back to this. Women, this is, you want to know where all the good men have gone? It's because we're tired of y'all's psycho bullshit that y'all have no idea. Y'all don't even know what the fuck you want, yet alone to be looking for. If you don't even know what you want, what the fuck are you even looking for? So this is why men have gotten sick of it. And this is where men have just been like, we're done. Y'all don't even know what it is that you are looking for. So when you would come up to us and we see, oh fuck, yep, she's indecisive. She don't know it. Men are no longer, especially men over the age of 35. Men are just like, yeah, no, I'm not even wasting my time. Have a good life. And the girls are standing there going, as I said, I look at my friends' posts. I see their posts. And it's like, oh, I went on a date and I thought it was going to be something and everything. And all of a sudden, he's no longer interested in me. But then I end up hearing the story of what happened, and it's the girl's fault. And it's like, and these are friends of mine. I'm like, you know, this was your fault, right? Well, but, and I'm like, there's no but. He just didn't want to put up with it. What are you saying here? What are you trying to? Well, why didn't he give me chances? You do realize y'all are like over 30, right? Y'all, people are done. This isn't high school. This isn't when you're young and you could take 20 million chances and take the time to sit around and take chances and waste time because you're still young and you got time. When you were over the age of 35, we're not immortal, people. We ain't got all this time to sit around and take chances and oh my God, I'm sorry. I've gone out on those dates. And this is with people who know me. I don't drink. If I drink anything, it is like a shot of tequila because I'm about to like sing Journey or something or whatever. That's about it. Other than that, and the only time I ever even buy a beer is because I feel bad because I'm in a bar where, of course, all the karaoke is, whether it's my show or one of my friends' shows. So I feel bad not buying anything, but constantly drinking sodas or water. So I buy a beer, whether I give it away or I'll basically literally like sip it the whole fucking night. At least I bought something because I feel bad, you know? So I've told my friends when it comes to their karaoke shows, I don't want to go because, right now I had to pay all my bills and everything else, which come first, and I'm broke. And they're like, well, you don't have to buy anything. And I'm like, I feel bad when I go and I don't buy anything. Then I'm literally bugging the bartender just for water or sodas all night. I feel bad. So I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't vape. I don't do drugs except for the stupid meds that I get from the VA or meds that I have to take to keep me from fucking dying and shit with the kidney disease. But no, so I don't do drugs. I don't smoke pot. I may use the CBD like cream or something like that or whatever, which I'm trying out to see if it actually fucking works and stuff. But I don't do any of that shit. So I've gone on dates where the girls end up getting drunk. And the thing is, as I said, this isn't something that they don't know. This is a date. So initial things are already set in place because I ain't got time to do this whole, let's get to know each other as we get to know each other. The basic information, my basic character sheet, basically, I'm going to fucking just be like, this is who I am. This is what if you're not interested, I ain't got time. I'll go out on another date. Peace out. I ain't got time for this bullshit. And here it is in this situation, she's getting drunk. And oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had too much. Oh my God, just forgive me. Give me another chance. No, if that's the person you are and you already knew this about me, then you should have just been like, well, no, I can't because I'm an alcoholic. So I can't even bother. People who I've dated that hide, knowing I don't like, I'm not really wanting to date somebody that smokes. All of a sudden I catch them with a cigarette or whatever, and it's all like, well, then I'm not interested. It's just one. Yeah, but you already knew that that's not something I like. And all of a sudden I'm the asshole. It's like, look, nobody forced you to go on the date with me. No, nobody forced you. This is what's so weird about some of the arguments I've seen, have been a part of, or my friends have told me about from both sides. I don't know why he's mad at me, Mark. I just had, I got drunk just this one time. One time? You were drunk last week too. The fuck are you talking about? I just had, just this one cigarette because I was just stressed out. Yeah, but he doesn't like that. So why are you getting mad at him for something you knew? Women really do feel that they can just do whatever they want. And this is what gets me, because they either lie or they hide the shit. And I get mad at for men for doing this shit too. I get mad at men for doing this shit. I've told like my son's friends when they actually got of age and they were asking me for relationship advice and everything, it was one of those, you don't know that person. That girl, let me give you a great piece of advice. Do not compromise who you are. What are you talking about? That person that you see across the crowded room and oh my gosh, she's cute. Damn, she's cute. And I'm gonna try and go talk to her, guys. Hey, I'm gonna go try to talk to her. Do you know anything about her? I'm talking about you don't know shit about her. You don't know her name. You don't know her likes and dislikes. She don't know you. None of that shit, right? So when you go to meet that person, you have nothing at stake in this. There's nothing in here. She has nothing at stake. Y'all are just now getting to know each other. You've never kissed her before. You're just, kind of smelling her perfume or whatever. You're a little close. You're feeling, oh my gosh, he is really fine, But you have nothing at stake. This goes out for the same for girls. Oh my God, he's got muscles. Oh my God, look at that. But you have nothing at stake with this person. Nothing has been bonded with this person. So let me ask you a question. And this is, as I said, to the friends. Why is it that you would lie about who you are, what you like, what you don't like? Well, because she's pretty and I want to ask her out. So you're going to hide who you really are, what you really like or dislike, all because you got a feeling in here and you got a feeling down here. Let's be honest here. That's the only reason why you're basically giving me the answer you're giving me is because you got a little warm feeling in here and maybe your penis reacted. So you feel that you need, and I know this for a fact, because one of my former best friends did this shit with this girl that he liked. I stayed quiet. I even told him, if you get caught or they come to me to question things, I ain't fucking lying for you. We may be boys, but there's no reason for you to lie to that girl at all. You don't know anything about her. She don't know anything about you. Why are you just going to start the relationship off with lying? What the fuck? Well, because, dude, man, look at her. She's fucking hot, and she may not go out with me if I kind of tell her who I really am or what So? Oh my God, she doesn't want to go out with you if she knows true things about you. And so go out with somebody else. It's like you were literally going to start a relationship off, if she actually does like you, by lying. Well, if it happens, I'll tell her the truth eventually. That's not how this works. Just be honest. I don't give a shit how hot the person is. Just be honest. Oh my God, I don't understand. This is not just a thing against men. This is also women as well. What the fuck is this bullshit with that y'all do? I'm sorry. I'm very straight from the very beginning. You don't like it? I'm good. I've got my house, my car, my shit. My bills are paid. I'm sorry. I'm not going to compromise who I am. I've done that. And the stress itself, I mean, we're talking major stress. Technically, I guess I should have known this through the martial arts and meditation and chi and all that other stuff and everything. But I did not know medically that going under stress actually attacks your body. I really did not know that. And I was under a ton of stress. And sure enough, that's what was happening. My lab, everything was, my body was deteriorating. It was just bad. My doctor was like, what the hell is going on? Which we started narrowing because labs were coming up very weird. And so I was talking about all the stress I was under and everything. And that's when he was like, nope, that's what's going on. So why would you just start out from the very beginning? You haven't even passed go yet. You know nothing ahead of you. You don't know what the die roll is going to be and what shit you're going to fucking land on. You haven't even passed go yet. You haven't even started yet. and you're already lying. Why? Because the person was hot? Just, yeah. So I told the boys, I was like, so you're gonna lie just because you want to get with that person. And they kind of like put their heads down and everything. And I was like, see, just stupid. With my friend, sure enough, former friend, sure enough, the truth came out. And it was over something he didn't have to even lie for. And he did. And he got caught. He got caught in a way where as I said, the questions came towards me. And I was like, hey, motherfucker, I told you if they come to me, I ain't lying for your ass. And I told the truth, and all hell broke loose and everything. And it was just, why'd you lie? Because the girl, oh my God, the girl even said, I like that too. You didn't have to lie. But now, of course, she was no longer dating him anymore. And it was just like, what the absolute fuck? It was just like, so you lost a really good girl, hot girl, all because you lied when you didn't have to. I fucking told you. It just, this is just stupid. This is from men. This is for men and women, this advice. Just, especially if you're over the age of 35. I would hope you know who you are, what you are by at least 35 to know if you're wasting your time with this person or whatever. I would hope you would know. I would really hope you would know.
The specter of divorce is another contributing factor to the conspicuously expanding
This video is definitely gonna go long.
man deserts. Many men have
Polar Bear, I've been saying this in multiple videos. You know this. Yes, the Notebook. What do you want? It's not that simple. Women have no fucking clue. I get mad at my dog for doing that dumb shit. It's like she wants to go for a walk, and then when we go for a walk, halfway around the block, she's like, "All right, I'm already done." It's like it's oh my God. Women have no idea what the fuck they want. And of course, in one of my previous videos, it was said, the women said, you men should know what we want. If you don't even know what you want, how are we supposed to know? What the fuck? Oh my God. If I had the powers of Professor X and could read women's minds, literally read their mind. This is the gift she said she wanted. Go and buy that gift. I guarantee you she will turn around and go, that's not what I wanted. I guarantee, bitch, I read your mind. That's exactly what you said you wanted. You know? I'm telling you, I guarantee you, if that movie with Mel Gibson where he could read women's minds and everything, and oh my God, bullshit. I call bullshit on that movie. Because even if you could read a woman's mind, I guarantee you 5 seconds later, she changed it. And it's like, damn, I was going to go do that, but she just changed it. Okay, let me read her mind again. Okay, is she sure? Is she sure? Is she sure? Okay, she's sure. As you're walking out the door, she's already changed her mind again. See, no, women don't know what the fuck they want. They don't, but they expect us to know. Hate to tell you, but we're not telepaths, ladies. We're not.
Seeing their fathers broken by divorce, fear the loss of their assets, their homes, and their children, and are simply stacking their chips, choosing not to gamble, and checking out of the marriage. Because
there's another video that points that out. I think it was Abba and Preach talking about that men, and I've posted this in other videos, men are not even wanting to get married because of the gamble, the game. It's like they're putting, I hate to say it, even in my case, it's like I'd be putting up my house, my shit, the shit that I got in the divorce. It's mine. She left it. Judge gave it to me. It's mine. And that'd be like me taking the chance on getting into another marriage, and I'm the one that's putting up the dowry, the collateral, all this other stuff, at the same time taking a chance on losing it because of getting half and all this other bullshit. No,
Casino. Family courts invariably award primary custody to the mother, while the father is restricted to a weekend access, supervised visits, or left literally climbing the walls of Buckingham Palace in a superhero costume to protest rights for dads. Men, will they ever grow up? The ridicule and debasement of men in the media and mainstream culture is now pervasive. Watch a commercial, sitcom, or movie, and invariably, the immature man child or dumb.
And I'm gonna make sure I say something about this because I've noticed it, especially for the last like 2 years, 3 years. You watch most commercials out there, most commercials have it to where the white male is nothing but a sniveling idiot. Or in general, it is the male who looks like, you look at almost any commercial out there, except for maybe if it's some rap artist or some bullshit or whatever. But you look at any other commercial, especially if there's a white male in the commercial, they have the white males looking like fucking sniveling idiots. Just a joke. All they're doing is just putting down men, and especially putting down white men. If it's a minority and there's a woman in the commercial, the minority still looks like he's just weak compared to the one. The Taco Bell nacho commercial. The guys are fighting and beating themselves up. When the woman jumps in, she doesn't get hit once. I could just start pointing out commercials, commercial of where the men are just being nothing but just torn down. And if it's, I said, if it's a white male, just looking like a fucking just total goddamn idiot. Watch all these commercials and you'll see.
Dad is the butt of the joke, the hapless buffoon.
Yep.
Fortunately, these silly men are always saved from themselves by a smart, witty woman or a conscripted eye-rolling child.
Or a minority. Or, yeah, somehow your child is smarter than you.
The emasculation of men has become normalized.
Yep.
We also see this today in movies, right, guys? So it's one of the things that we talk about many times where the 120-pound woman comes into a room with 20 bad guys with guns and somehow she wipes them all out. Now, granted, guys do the same thing in movies, and I get it. That's not really realistic. But when you see a woman like grab a guy behind the throat and all of a sudden he's stunned and he can't move and she kicks over her head and knocks him out in one fail, well, we know this isn't true. You can see it time and time and time again. They start stretching the norm that men are weak.
Yeah, they're stretching the truth. They're out either stretching it or outright just fucking lying.
Or the man can't figure something out, so the female super encryptor has to come in to break into the computer database. And men are just run over in movies.
Pretty much almost every single movie. That's the reason why a lot of feminists didn't like the Sonic movie, because, oh my God, it's got a strong male in it. We're not allowed to have anything anymore, men. We're not allowed to have shit anymore. Even if we're good men, which is exactly the reason where have all the good men gone. Because we're tired of being shit on. We're sick of it. Now, but as I posted in an earlier video, they don't want the feminist men either. So they're mad that we left, but we left because they wanted us to leave. Obviously, look at all your movies, look at all your commercials, look at all the shit that you try to put down men on. So now that we've backed off, now you're mad about it. Now you're crying about it. Well, you literally told us in all your media and everything to back off. Well, we did. You made your bed, now lie in it.
Say, well, if you look back at the Bond movies, James Bond is one of my favorites, the old James Bond. And if you look at some of those women in those movies, they were relegated to arm candy and they weren't portrayed very well. Fair enough, I get it. But if we're looking for parity and we're looking for equality, well, we've flipped the script now. We're going in the wrong direction.
Yep, it's not about equality. I keep saying it. This is not about equality. This is about putting men down and raising women up for a false narrative. Well, because women have been subjugated, for thousands of years. Yes, those women, not you. You don't get. Fucking reparations for black people. Well, because of slavery. Yes, those are ancestors, not us. We didn't live through slavery, so why do we need reparations? Why do women need special catering for what happened thousands of years ago? That's not equality. Equality is we're equal, not putting women here and not men even staying down here. No, you're knocking men down. The equal line is here, but you don't even want the men here. You push them down and raise you up. So no, not equality.
Sensibly, rather than have their nuts cut off, sometimes literally, and that often gets a good laugh, men are running for cover in droves, leaving women mystified and asking, where have all the good men gone? Presently, in some areas of the UK, 80% of primary schools have 3 male teachers or less. 1/4 of primary schools have no male teachers at all. And some towns have 65% single mother families. Man deserts, indeed. A young boy can go into school and have no adult male role model and then return home and have no adult male role models.
Yep.
Young girls are achieving significantly higher academic standards than young boys. This feminism of school split.
Let's just fast forward this because this actually is a long video. But yeah, it's seriously attack men, knock men down, hurt men, do everything to knock men down. But then now that men are going, hey, well, you know what? Y'all obviously don't want us. So fuck it. Fuck it. Now you're mad. But I've said this in numerous videos. What y'all want is to have men just be nothing but dogs with a collar and a leash at your feet and to be a man when you want us to be a man. That's what y'all want, you feminists. But we're not, because obviously you don't want the soy boys, as I put in a previous video. You don't want a feminist guy because they're soy boys. You want a real man, but you want that real man to be your little fucking dog at your feet. But we know this now. Well, some of us have known it for a long time, but we know this now, and we're going, nah, fuck you. We're gonna just chill out. We're gonna have a good time over here. We're gonna hang out with the boys, have a good time and shit. And obviously, we could still go out on dates because there's plenty of women that aren't feminazis. So we're literally, men are having their cake and eat it too, because being in this restrictive relationship where we can't do anything or whatever, and it's like, oh, okay, well, y'all don't want us. So, and hey, wait a minute, this is a good life. I've got my house, I've got my shit, I can go fishing, I can go hang, I can do whatever I want, especially for those of us who are already retired. We could go do whatever we want. The day is mine, unless I have appointments and shit, but the day is mine. And, hey, if I feel like going out on a date, I can go out on a date because I feel like it. But I don't need to be answering to nobody and shit. Men are realizing this. That's it. As I said, you want to know where all the good men have gone? Y'all, you feminists, y'all did this. For all the good women out there that still like 85, 87% outnumber these feminists, blame them. Stupid commercials. Hold on.
My energy, while I have my good years, let me give those good years to a guy that will love me and care for me and support me. Nope, they give all the good years to the bad boys and the players.
Yes.
And then when it's all over and they're not getting the attention anymore and they feel like they're being left behind, they start thinking, I'm getting older and I don't really have the prospects and men aren't paying attention to me anymore. Maybe I better husband up. And they do.
Maybe this has been happening for the last actually, since I got married. Since I've been married, I've had ex-girlfriends who have found me through MySpace when MySpace was the thing, or classmates.com and everything. Hey, are you still married? And at the time, yes, I am still married. Oh, okay. Why are you asking? Well, I was just wondering, you dumped me in high school. You dumped me. Well, yeah, but I was still young. And so why are you looking for me now? Well, and some of them have been completely honest, which made it worse. Well, I was with so and so or with this guy for a long time, and he really turned out to be a bad guy. Yeah, but you were with him for like 15, 16 years. So was he a bad guy, like not the whole time? Because I knew the fucker that you were with, and he was a bad guy. Well, yeah, he was, but I stayed with him anyway. Here, like all these fucking sob stories and shit. But pretty much all of them have to deal, all of them. Trust me, I could sit here and start naming the girls. I'm not going to do that, but I could. And it's one after the other. And I'm talking about some that are married, contacting me. One just did it about a month ago. It was like, aren't you in a relationship right now? Aren't you married right now? Why are you contacting me? Well, I heard this song and it reminded of when we were together. And that made you contact me when you're when you're married? But what the fuck? Then you got hey, literally, and I'm not joking. Hey, I am happily married. I just wanted to say I was thinking about you and reminiscing about when we were together. But you opened your text or whatever with "you're happily married." Well, if you're happily married, why the fuck are you contacting me at all? Especially saying those words. One who is married to a fucking minister. He's a fucking pastor at a church. And she's contacting me, I really miss you. And I'm like, what the fuck do you want? Well, I miss us being together and I miss us talking and everything. And I'm like, don't you have a husband? Talk to him. Oh my God. What? Again, we men would get raked across the coals for this shit. But you women feel that y'all could fucking do it and it's perfectly fine. Nobody, whether it's your husband, your boyfriend, whatever, or the person on the other side like me, we're not supposed to criticize. Hey, I'm not looking to like really reconnect. I just wanted to see how you were doing. Well, then why the fuck did you contact me then? I'm just giving scenarios of these different women. I'm not naming anybody. I'm just giving this. It's just fucking stupid. Just, I got through when the wife left. We're talking within like the first 2 months. I got 3 marriage proposals after the wife left. And it was just like, what the? From one of them, one of the ones I just gave the story about. From one of them who was in a relationship at the time. The same relationship that I think she's in still. Yeah. So she was in a relationship contacting me. Hey, I heard your wife left and everything. And I'm like, what do you mean, Because like the way she was talking and shit. And I'm like, aren't you? As a matter of fact, she was married. Yes, she was married. And I was like, aren't you married? Well, yeah, but he's out of town right now and everything. And I just wanted to see how you were doing. And, I was just really thinking about you and just, wondering, because I'm having problems because that was the next part of the discussion. It segued into that. Well, I'm having problems in my marriage right now and everything, and I'm thinking about leaving him and everything, and I'm just wondering, if we can reconnect and possibly get married. And I was like, what? And I was like, are you serious? You're married, your husband's out of town, and here you are trying to tell me that you're not happy and you're wondering if leaving him, if we could get together and get married and what? I was like, what the fuck? Oh my God. Oh my God. It just, I anyway, people, this video had to go this long because it just, Even though I've been cutting them down, this one had to go this long because it's just I don't even know. I really don't know. My brain is just like clouded right now in how women are allowed all these special considerations and men who would do the same shit. We are basically destroyed. How evil that guy. If I had, when the wife left, and of course, friend, family, because I am a good man. So when friends and family were pissed about this, her own cousins, her own family was like, she really shouldn't have fucking left, and everything, especially the way she did leave. So damn, when you have her own family even saying that was fucked up what she did. I mean, friends and family were like, Mark, man, all the shit that she fucking did, why did you even stay married to her? And my answer was, for one, I really loved her. Y'all may find that to be a hard concept to fucking love someone or something, but I really loved her. So that was the reason why I kept staying, even though I was being treated, well, not treated like, well, still treated like shit by being neglected. But the other reason why I didn't leave is because every time I would like literally like be like, okay, well, you know what? I guess I guess we need to part. I guess we need to go. No, no, don't go. Give me another chance. No, don't go. I don't want you to go. I don't know why you keep thinking I want you to go because you're fucking neglecting me. I want somebody that wants to be intimate. And I'm a very sexual person. I would like somebody to be, and hello, that's how we got together, the early parts of our marriage. Now all of a sudden you're just this cold-hearted bitch. I think I would rather be with somebody who actually wants me, who actually wants a love and affection and all that. No, I do. I swear. I have things on my mind. So yeah, but I also didn't leave because if I had left, because when the male leaves, even if he has every reason under the sun to go, the guy will still be, oh, look at that fucker. Oh yeah, just fucking leaving. Didn't even try to give her another chance. Look at that. Just being a dog. Just trying to go. That's one of the reasons why I didn't leave. Is because my reputation would have been hurt. Even though I had every right to go, everybody would have just been, oh yeah, look at that fucking dog, just up and going. He's a coward. Don't even want to try and work things out. But a woman goes and it's like, oh yeah, she obviously must have had a reason and everything. But no, the guy doesn't get the same fucking consideration. It's just there's no equality at all. Anyway, that's my final on that one. Better Bachelor. I like your videos, really cool. They are a little long because then if yours are long, then mine are going to be long. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Yo, B, Polar Bear, what's up? Talk to y'all later. Peace.